Hi, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. We are out here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of the Minnehaha Academy Redhawks. It's basketball night tonight. A doubleheader for girls basketball, where the Redhawks of Minnehaha Academy, junior varsity, coached by first-year head coach Nate Nelson, take on the Wayzata Trojans. Second-year coach is Casey Payne for Wayzata. And she coached sophomores before that. So the junior varsity game will kick things off for us tonight. 5:30 official tip-off, followed by the varsity matchup at 7 p.m. Same two schools. So again, Nate Nelson coaching the Minnehaha Academy Redhawks, assisted by Sam Lundquist. Tina Christofferson, assistant coach for the Trojans JV and varsity for that matter. So great to talk with them pregame, make sure we have pronunciations and everything dialed in. Alongside Alexis Bronger on camera, I'm Scott Dahl with a call. Glad you've joined us, and here we go. Wayzata wins the tip-off. They move right to left. Official colors of royal blue and gold. And just like that, a three ball finds its mark. I believe that was Nore Ivy, and it's 3-0 Wayzata. They steal it away. Shot attempt underneath from Juliet Brill. MA comes up with a rebound. Now Raylan Ross gets the ball taken away on the near edge by Backer. That's Sawyer Backer with the rip steal. Now at the key, across the free throw line, off the glass, and no good. Putback is good underneath. 13-10 was a missed shot by Nore Ivy, and the putback by Keatser. And timeout on the floor. 5-0, just like that. Wayzata will take a quick break to make sure we're coming in loud and clear on the audio. As again, there's a timeout on the floor with Wayzata off to an early 5-0 lead. All right, out of the break, Trojans of Wayzata strike first. They represent Section 6 in 4A basketball, Lake Conference. Redhawks are in 2A, Section 4, 2A. They're playing a much bigger school tonight, and they move left to right. Double team. Stripping it away from Mariah Brooks is Wayzata. They work it around to the near side. It's Margulis, the three-point on the line. Tracking down her own miss. Bounce pass. And a jump ball. On the miss with Sawyer Backer. Let's see who possession goes to. It looks like MA will get possession. Here we go, Liesl Erickson crossing over the timeline. You've seen the Wayzata Trojans really collapse on Double D. That time a little too aggressive on Liesl Erickson, as Wayzata will pick up a foul, the first for Nore Ivy. And Erickson will bounce pass it in to Raylan Ross. Ross double teamed. Tries to dribble through the double team. Lost the dribble, and it's Keatser in transition with a layup from the left side. Little scoop by Keatser takes it all the way. And now it's 7-0. Another steal there. Wayzata layup good, right side. That time, Juliet Brill on the score, and it's 9-0. Wayzata. Ross weaves her way in. Gets the shot blocked by Keitzer. Long pass. That one's intercepted by Spencer. That's Addie Spencer. Wears number 20 for the Redhawks on the nice interception. She's a 7th grader as well. Erickson gets the ball. Tangled up and forcing the jump ball for Wayzata is Sawyer Backer. So Wayzata will get possession this time. Checking out of the game is Layla Bichanga, and checking in is 23 Clark Spencer for Minnehaha Academy. Inbound across the way is Ivy for Wayzata, off to that 9-0 lead. Kick out pass. That is Ivy. She works it over to the right wing. Now back to Ivy. Lobs it inside to Keitzer. Now a straightaway 3 at the buzzer. And waved off. It went in for the 3 ball, but not in time. Backer with a nice looking shot. But the shot clock buzzer sounded. Erickson again over the center line. Dribbles it right hand, right side. Gives it up to Haynes. Ross calling for it on the free throw line. Haynes double team. Gives it up to Erickson. Right baseline. She's double teamed. Catching a theme here. Heavy pressure by Wayzata causing that turnover, and it's Brill in the interception. She works with her teammate. Brill scooping up the miss by Keitzer. Then a kick out pass, straightaway 3. This time no good. The one by the buzzer by Backer that was waved off was good, but this one just clanked the back iron. So still 9-0 Wayzata. Spencer. Bounce pass left wing. And the ball knocked off the foot of Wayzata. Might have gone off of Noré Ivy. Redhawks will get it underneath their own basket. Erickson to inbound the pass. Right of the basket from her perspective. In their front court. She works it. Now double team. And a travel called. That was double then triple team on the Redhawks' Clark Spencer. So again, tenacious defense here early. Lots of double teams. Wayzata has it. There goes the double team for the Redhawks. And let's see, yeah, charge call there as Raylan Ross took one for the team. Dribbling it into Ross was Ivy. And so that'll give the ball back to the Redhawks. Wayzata has one player in the Redhawk backcourt. And it'll be Erickson bringing it up. It's got Spencer to her right, settling down. She threw it in. Haynes now with it, and a reach-in foul. No, and over and back called on Kamani Haynes. Just under 12 to play here in the first half. And Wayzata with it. That is Gustafson, wears 24, high off the glass rim, no good. But she gets some offensive help, and on the putback by Kylie Englund. Another 2 for Wayzata. They lead it 11-0 here early. 11:40 still remaining in the first half. Redhawks want to just find the groove there and just stepping on that center line and over and back for the Redhawks. Again, a good test. A 2A versus a 4A. It's like, all right, let's see what we got. Wayzata quick ball movement around the perimeter. Right wing side now up top. A long 3. Oh my! Straight away good by Nikki Gustafson, and she's on the board now with her first basket. 3 ball, 14-0 Trojans. Crossover dribble. Liesl Erickson Works it to Ross, launches a three, no good. Saved from going out of bounds by Backer for Wayzata. And now it's Brill from the left side, glass, and good for Juliet Brill. She has 4 in the contest, and Wayzata with 16. Keitzer has 4 alongside Brill. 3 ball by Ivy. England has a field goal. Nobody's been to the line yet tonight. And Gustafson has a 3 ball to her credit as well. Your scoring summary for Wayzata. Again, this is a doubleheader tonight. Varsity to follow this one. We'll have that broadcast for you as well. As head coach Nate Nelson talks it over with his team. Assistant Scott Scholl looking on. Always a great help with pronunciations and who's wearing what number. And Coach Nelson, I'm guessing, if I were down there, I'd be talking about the tenacious D, first of all. It's like, hey, they will double down on you. They are aggressive. And then here's the solution. And when they have the ball, they run the court fast. They are not patient. They are running and gunning. The 2 big positives coming out of Wayzata right now that Coach Nelson most likely is talking about during that timeout. Now it's also a full court press by Wayzata. Erickson trying to dribble around Margulis, and they get the steal. Here comes short range. Liesl Erickson on the defensive board on the miss from Gustafson. Ball gets knocked down out of bounds. Last touch by Wayzata, so the Redhawks will throw it in. It'll be Addie Spencer with the inbound pass. Ross will get the ball. Haynes to help her out as well. Ross working that left edge now. She does bring it in over center. Underhand pass. Haynes. And there's the first 2 points for the Redhawks from Ross to Kamani Haynes. Good connection. So after 16 unanswered, the Redhawks with a nice looking play. Ivy works it up top. Bounce pass in traffic. It's loose, and Spencer picks it up. She's on one knee. Skips it over to Ross. She'll bring it over. Dribbling between 2 defenders. Nice little underhand pass to Haynes, and it was just mishandled. Haynes might not have expected it at that close range, but turnover results in Wayzata's ball. Wayzata working to Gustafson on the right wing side. Now back up top to Ivy. Left wing now. It's Lundgren, 34 in there. That's Chloe Lundgren. And another long ball. Gustafson with her second 3 ball in a row. Spencer brings it over. Nice lob pass over the double team to Haynes. She's double teamed. Goes back to Spencer. On the near side, they play catch. Back to Haynes. Lob pass up top to Erickson. Crossover dribble left side. Ball gets stolen away. Now it's loose. Scooped up by Wayzata. That is England. To Gustafson with some big steps. And a travel called on Gustafson. Good sportsman as well. Looks at the official. What was the call? She goes up. Yep. Gave the official the nod. So thank you. 8:57 remaining first half. Wayzata defense sagging back just a bit, but not much. They're still in the backcourt of Minnehaha Academy. Double team again. Spencer and a reach in. Gustafson might get called for the foul. The coach right there. Coaching Gustafson on what kind of stance and arm movement to have on situations like that. in the game for the Red Hawks, Alma Morse. Morse throws it in. It's knocked out of bounds. Still remains Red Hawks ball. Working it towards Spencer, and on the knockout was Chloe Lundgren for Wayzata. Last touching it. It'll be Morse on the inbound again to Erickson. Successful. Erickson quickly pivots left, then dribbles right, and backs up again and surveys the defense. Schimmelpfennig, number 2 in the game, tries to work it over to the near side. It's knocked out of bounds by Wayzata. Schimmelpfennig trying to hit Clark Spencer over here in the right wing. It'll be an inbound pass by Alma Morse. She gets it right back close to the center line. Now off the dribble pass to Spencer. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Wayzata. England cleaning the boards. Now Gustafson works it inside. Good defense there by Clark Spencer. Here comes a 3-ball, no good. Off right, scooped up by Schimmelpfennig. She takes it coast to coast, gets blocked out of bounds. Saved from going out of bounds, but still loose. Wayzata comes up with it. Long pass from England to Gustafson. Patience by Gustafson, letting Morse jump and go by her, getting the clean shot underneath. 8 points unofficially now for Gustafson. A couple 3-balls, and that puppy from the right side. Off the glass and good. Spencer now, trapped on the near side. Gives it up to Liesel Erickson. Liesel dribbles it through the double team, and she finds 2-3 underneath. Clark Spencer from Liesel Erickson on a nice looking assist and basket. 21-4, Wayzata. Up top is Lundgren to Gustafson. Inside pass, off the glass, and good. Just some patient passing. And underneath the baskets, trying to get MA to commit. And they did on that one. England gets credit for the 2-ball. It's 23-4 Wayzata. They have another steal. It's Lundgren, left side, layup, left-handed, good. First 2 points for Chloe Lundgren as well. 25-4. Bounce pass Spencer. Gets it scooped up and stolen away by England. Kisses the front iron, no good, but they get the offensive boards. Couple shots there. 13-34. Ivy on the miss and Lundgren on the miss, but they get the rebound. There's a block shot, like 3 or 4 offensive boards and putbacks, and finally it pays off with a foul called against the Red Hawks, as it was Bella Margulis trying to put it in from directly underneath. And she makes the first free throw. It's the first time a player's been to the line tonight as well. One more, says the official. And that one just on the front iron, no good. Rebound, Wayzata. They work it around. Here comes the 3-ball. That one is good. So Margulis misses the free throw, but she steps up and nails a 3. 29-4, Wayzata. They steal it away again. Over the timeline. Gustafson, a long ball, back iron in the miss, high bouncing ball, offensive putback, no good there. She gets her own miss. Ivy puts it up, no good. Loose ball underneath the Wayzata basket. Good rebound by Keitzer. She kicks it out to Bella Margulis, who nails another 3. Ross with it now off the dribble. Pass to Morse. And now Haynes. Haynes up top, works it right-handed, off the dribble pass. Haynes. It was Layla Bichanga. Bichanga took accountability for that one as she cut into the basket and Haynes thought she was going the other way. 5:21 remaining in this first half. And now it's Margulis leading all scorers. Check that. She has 7. and Gustafson has 8. Both of them have 2 3-pointers. Margulis has a free throw on top of that, and Gustafson has a 2-ball to her credit, the leading scorers of the game so far. Hope you enjoyed the snow overnight last night. I think it tapered off about 1 a.m. and I woke up to a lot of snow this morning. Fired up the snowblower and all is well. All right, Wayzata will take it up uncontested. With the ball is Sawyer Backer. She works it to Ivy. Ivy hits the cutter underneath, pivot left foot, round and round she goes, and she scores. And Bella Margulis on the board, and she now leads all scorers with 9. We just talked about her. Richanga has the ball up top, reach in, tipped away by Ivy. Gustafson gets the ball, knocked off of Raylan Ross on the head, and the pass. Now a kick-out pass for the open 3 from the left wing side is good by Sawyer Backer, and that's her first basket of the contest. 37 now for Wayzata. Ross has it, Haynes up top. Works it now to left wing. That is Morse. Ball gets stolen away. That's Backer. Long pass underneath. That's Ivy. Left-handed. Layup good for Ivy. 5 points for Ivy now. And 39 for Wayzata. Haynes has it. She goes back to Ross up top. Bichanda settling down on the right side. Ross trying to dribble drive inside the lane, but gets tied up with Norée Ivy. Gustafson will check out, and Juliette Brill back in the game. It's Mariah Brooks checking in, Liesl Erickson checking in, and Addie Spencer for the Redhawks. Bichanga still out there, Ross still out there, year 5 for the Redhawks. Erickson inbound pass with under 4 to play. Ball tipped, but then scooped up by Brooks. Spencer has it from her. Looks inside, pivots left foot. On her is Margulis. And that's going to be 5 seconds on Spencer. So the ball will be turned over to Wayzata. Spencer was trying to spin out of the defense and find Brooks, but smothering defense by Wayzata. Now right baseline, right corner pocket, inside pass, unselfish underneath, and a foul called. 10:31, so it was Keatser directly underneath. She maybe could have gone up and just put it in, but instead finds her teammate Margulis on the unselfish pass, and Margulis draws a foul. She's on the line now, leading all scorers with 9. Now the first 2 crack double digits. She's 2 of 3 from the line tonight. And a 36-point lead for Wayzata. Second free throw coming up with 3.5 minutes remaining in this first, and she drains that one for her 11th, 3 of 4 from the line for Margulis. Ross to Spencer. Bichanga sets a pick. Instead goes back to Ross, back to Spencer. Up top. Ball tipped away, stolen, coast to coast, left-handed layup is good by Juliette Brill. She has 3 2-balls to her credit. 6 points. 3 minutes remaining. Ross to Spencer, right side, near side. Underhand pass, Liesl up top. Erickson works it to Brooks. Now, right baseline, long 2, Bichanga. Just back iron on that miss, and Margulis scoops up the defensive boards. They work it over to the far side to Evie. She gets the ball back and draws the foul. Evie went to Brill, and then back to Evie, and again, Evie drawing the foul on number 20, says the official. That'd be Addie Spencer, 7th grader for the Redhawks. On the line is Evie, Nore Evie. A 3 and a 2 for a total of 5. And now she has the cycle. 1, 2, and a 3 ball. Made that free throw. .245 remaining in the clock. She sinks that one as well. 7 points now for Nore Ivy. And the Redhawks with it. Brooks with a long ball. Just shy and off the mark. It'll be scooped up by Brill. And she works it down to Backer. Underneath pass. Backer hitting Ivy. Ivy missed it and gets a little help from Kylie England. And England now has 6. And Wayzata with 47. Two minutes remaining. Ross with a strong move. Throws it up underhand. Trying to get the and one, but she does draw the foul. Mike DiNardo working the PA tonight, and the shot clock, I believe, now on the scoreboard is Mary Kate Fretheim. Ross on the free throw miss, and it's Megan Thoreau working the books. Second free throw coming up for Ross. Back iron on the miss. Defensive boards. England for Wayzata. Off the dribble pass. Becker now in the blocks. Good defense by Bichanga. Kick out pass ends up being good. 10:34. So on the assist was Keitzer, and Lundgren nails the 3. And she has a total of 5 now with 1:38 remaining. 50-4 the score. Ball knocked out of bounds on the Liesl Erickson pass. Last touched by Backer for Wayzata. So it'll be Mariah Brooks on the inbound to Erickson. Ross has it left wing. Double team. Hits Bichanga. Hesitates. Then dribbles along that baseline. Nice footwork by Layla Bichanga. And works it over to the near side on the pass, but it's knocked out of bounds by Kylie England. And Bichanga will take a seat. And it's Erickson now with 1:18 remaining, trying to score with her team in the Redhawks. She fires up a long ball with 2 seconds on the shot clock. No good. Defensive board by England. Hit the backboard and rim. Just a strong shot by Erickson. And we are at that 1 minute mark in this first half. It's Gustafson now all the way to the other side to Keitzer. Bounce pass intercepted by Mariah Brooks. She's double teamed. Heard that many times tonight. The double team defense by Wayzata. 45 seconds remaining. Big score lead. Ross to Morse. Morse with it now. Goes back to Ross. Left corner pocket. Shy. Hits the iron. Defensive boards. Wayzata. Keitzer. And eventually a layup for Wayzata. Let's check who that is. That is Chloe Lundgren on the layup. 7 points now for Lundgren. 52-4 with 18 seconds remaining in this one as the ball rolls out of bounds on the far side. Clock stops. 16-8 here in the first half. 52-4. Wayzata with a strong showing. Strong first half. Brill to Lundgren up top. 9 seconds. Long 3. Good boards by Keitzer, but Morse steps in. Did she draw the foul? No, the foul's called on Keitzer. So good break for Minnehaha. Morse fighting for that possession underneath. She does draw the foul. 2 seconds remaining. That's going to do it. First half score, 52 4. Wayzata on top. It'll be a 5-minute halftime. Haynes and Spencer for the Redhawks on the board. Field goal each. And a lot of scoring on the other side for Wayzata, leading all scorers with 11 is Margulis. 4 for Keitzer, 6 Brill, 6 England, 7 for Ivy. It's in jersey number order. 3 ball for Backer. 8 points, Gustafson. We mentioned the leading scorer with Margulis, and 11 points for her. And the final player in the scoring books is 7 points for Chloe Lundgren. We'll take a break and be back for the second half action of this one. It's the Redhawks hosting the Trojans of Wayzata. Wayzata with a big lead. Alexis Bronger on camera and Scott Dahl with the call. We'll be back at about 4. All right, first half is in the books. Wayzata off to a big lead here in the first half. Junior varsity to be followed by the varsity matchup. Erickson, Bichanga, Ross, Brooks, and Spencer coming out. Your 5 for the Redhawks to start out the first half, the second half, I should say. For Wayzata across the way, 13-21, that would be Ivy and Tessa Frank in there. Frank with the ball now. Left wing is Brill. Stepping up on that one is England with the ball. Goes in the lane. Puts it up. Rounds the cylinder. No good. Bichanga with some good defense and also ripping down the boards as well. One player I didn't mention was Margulis. That should be your 5 for Wayzata. Brooks works at Ross, free throw line, finds the open Spencer. Might have had an open 3 there, just kind of a low pass for Spencer. Now she launches a 3, off, left, and short. Bichanga gets the offensive board, works it to Brooks. Liesl Erickson, just not enough, kisses the front iron on that one. And Brooks tracks down the offensive board, so good boards for the Redhawks, and putting up shots and just not going through on that one. And in transition, it's a layup from the left side by Brill. 54 for the Redhawks now. Spencer with it at the center logo. She goes to Ross. She's double teamed. Ross trying to pivot out of the double team, and a jump ball called. It'll be, looks like possession remains Minnehaha. Layla Bichanga checks out, and it will be Clark Spencer checking in for Minnehaha. And right now it's Addie Spencer with a bounce pass to Clark. Now Erickson to Brooks. Almost intercepting that one is Ivy. Erickson gets it back. Again, right to left go the Redhawks. Double team, and shot clock expires, and that'll be a turnover to Wayzata. Nore Ivy checked in. Now center logo. Here comes Wayzata. That is Frank. Cross pass. Straightaway 3. Rattles out. Good boards from England. Little wraparound pass. She gets it right back. That is Frank. And she goes to Brill inside the box. Good job Spencer on defense, forcing a kick-out pass by Brill. No good. And Liesl Erickson tracks it down. Brooks got a hand on it as well, but it gets stolen away by Ivy. But then Raylan Ross steps in front of the pass to Brill, and she has it across the timeline. Minnehaha, big steps in the paint. Ball stripped away, scooped up by England, working it to Brill. Now hitting the cutter, layup, no dribble is good, and a timeout. On the layup underneath was Ivy, getting her 9th. So the first 4 points going to Wayzata here in the second half. varsity teams. Looks like Minnehaha's played more games, and if that's the case for junior varsity, which often it is, unless there's a big tournament. I don't see any tournaments prior to today. It looks like Minnehaha has one coming up Friday right after Christmas. Northwest University, Totino Grace and Woodbury, Rogers, some big schools, Andover, Maranatha, Waconia, Two Rivers, out of 4 A schools in that one. Two Rivers, Farmington, Hudson. So you got a Wisconsin contingency, Chanhassen, Matamidi. Some good teams in that tournament. Again, the day after Christmas, Northwestern University starting at 10 a.m. But as I was talking, the Redhawks 3-2 varsity-wise, so assuming the JV has around the same number of games. Wayzata, instead of 5 games, has 3 under their belt, and their varsity playing well. 1-2 is their record. 13:38 remaining in a 16-minute half, and Ross has it to Erickson. Addie Spencer parked down to the baseline. It goes to Ross on the left wing. Spencer going back and forth underneath the basket in the block. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Wayzata. There we go. Now Liesl Erickson will inbound it to Ross on point. Brooks gets it from Ross. Almost a poke steal from Brill. And then it is a steal from Juliet Brill, who has 8. Almost had an 11 on the layup miss, but it's scooped up by Margulis. Now kicked back out to Brill. Short on the 3-ball attempt. Nice inside pass. 12-31. That would be an assist from England to Margulis, and Margulis is on the board for the first time here in the second half. 6 unanswered points for Wayzata. Now the positive, compared to the first half, the Redhawks playing some better D, and those 6 were not as easy as the first 6 in that first half for Wayzata. They just came out storming and draining them. Brooks gets a bounce pass from Liesl. 6 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Now 4, 2, 1. Brooks does unload a 3, just shy, and that's a defensive board for England and Wayzata. Brill fires it over to Frank. She drains it for 2. Frank on the board for the first time. Erickson bounce past Brooks inside the perimeter. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Goes to Erickson. She tries to pass across the way. It's tipped by Frank, and she'll get the pass back, and the layup good by Tessa Frank. A quick 4 for her. Right underneath on those layups. Now Liesl Erickson, crossover dribble. Frank with a reach in, tipped the ball away momentarily. Frank, check that. Erickson working it to the right wing side to Clark Spencer. And now to Addie. She's double teamed. 13 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Addie Spencer had the ball on the far side, but there's a timeout on the near side. Bench for Minnehaha. 62-4 the score here. Wayzata coming in and making their presence known. We'll take a short break as well and be back. All right, let's go, Black, let's go, says the official, meaning Redhawks, come on, get out of that huddle. Wayzata still in their huddle as well. It'll be Redhawks ball Kamani Haynes to inbound it. Liesl Erickson on the receiving end. Raylan Ross as well. Layla Bichanga at the free throw line. And Addie Spencer, your 5 for the Redhawks. Liesl Erickson, quick move out of the double team. And that shot clock expires, so turnover to Wayzata. Nora Ivy going to inbound the pass. Checking in for Addie Spencer is Alma Morse for the Redhawks. They'll settle back in half-court D, and it will be Frank with the ball now. Erickson on her. Frank works it to England. Now Brill. Waylon Ross gets a hand on the pass. Nice pass to Tessa Frank. Missed the layup. A nice feed from England, and Ross has the defensive boards. Tessa Frank on Ross. Underhand pass from Ross. She went to Haynes, who tried to go inside, but the ball is knocked around and stolen by Wayzata, and it's Frank off the dribble with a pass to Margulis. Now it's England. Back to Margulis. Brill gets the ball off the board. Rim no good. Rebound. Haynes was under there, and Ross has it. Ross on the right baseline, and just out of bounds, says the official. So that will go Wayzata's way. Checking in is 10-24-34. That would be Keitzer, Gustafson, and Lundgren checking in. Also in the game for the Redhawks, Armani Satuma. Frank made everything look easy there, just didn't finish. Now ball blocked. Bichanga on the defense, works it left-handed over the timeline. Got the rebound and still has it. Now Satuma launches a 3 from Bichanga. Missed that one. Morrison the rebound, gets it taken away. Keitzer. And she works it to Lundgren. Lundgren dribbles back out to the right wing, and they'll reset on offense. That's Tessa Frank up top. 9.5 to play. Bounce pass, Keitzer at the free throw line. She swings it around, throws it high off the glass, and draws the foul. 9:26 remaining. And it's good. Harper Keitzer, that's her first time on the charity stripe tonight. And the second one, perfect. Harper Keitzer picks up her 6th. And a perfect 2 of 2 on the line, and it's 64-6. 64-4, check that. 64-4. Redhawks still looking for their first points in the second half. Ball intercepted by Frank. Haynes on her, off the dribble pass to Gustafson, who has 8 points to her credit. And now it's Keitzer with a bounce pass and then a reverse layup underneath, no good. Put back no good by Frank. On the initial shot, Lundgren missed it, and there comes the cutter. Gets the feed, and she puts it in. That's Keitzer. 8 points for Keitzer. Erickson with an underhand pass to Haynes up top. Haynes calling for a screen. Also Mercy Schimmelfennig in the game, as is Satuma. That's Armani on point. Nice little wraparound pass from her to Haynes. Haynes dribbling it just inside the perimeter on the right side. Frank on her. She goes off the dribble pass, but it's intercepted by Lundgren. Chloe slows it down, then works it back to Frank. 6 minutes remaining. Gustafson takes it from Frank up top. Now she bounce passes it to the left side. Keitzer. Good defense. Bichanga initially, and then she does get called for the foul. Good disruption from Bichanga on Keitzer. Spencer's coming in. And Ross. Bichanga. Satuma. And Schimmelfennig checking out. .7:22 remaining. Might have said 6 something earlier. Obstructed view for me up here on the other shot clock. Shot missed there, and it's Ross on the defensive board. She'll keep it and bring it over the center line. Gets a nice pick from Clark Spencer, and now it's Ada Spencer. Shot fired, that's missed. Addie Spencer checked that. And it's Frank now with it at the center logo. Now it's into the 6 minutes, 6:50 and counting. Chloe Lundgren, bounce pass. She went down on the hardwood, but gets it right back up. Working it to Keitzer. Now Gustafson back to Frank. Frank in the side of the paint, mid-ranger. Rattles in for Tessa Frank. All second half points, 6 of them for Tessa Frank. Erickson will scoop up that ball on top. Looking at Keitzer on defense. Goes to Addie Spencer and goes right back to Erickson on the right wing. Dribbles it to the baseline and then out of bounds. And she's trying to hit Raylan Ross on the near side. Well, again, a good litmus test to play a team like Wayzata, a big school, as the pass goes good to Brill from Keitzer. Brill in double digits now with 10. It's like you won't have to see a team like Wayzata, at least a 4A team period, when it comes to section and state playoffs. So, but we're going to play them, and we're going to see how we stack up against them and what we need to work on. Minnehaha is known for playing those larger schools. Long ball on the way. Front iron and the miss from Chloe Lundgren. Running clock at 5:05. We'll wind this one down quickly, and it'll be the varsity matchup. The Red Hawks hosting the Wayzata Trojans. Erickson throws it in. Gets it right back from Addie Spencer. Ross on the right wing. Clark Spencer. Dead center, just inside the perimeter. Ross with a floater, puts it up, no good, back iron miss. Defensive board, Wayzata Keitzer. Frank has it to Brill, gets it back from Brill. Frank will slow things down on point, Ross on her. And the ball over and back, so that'll be a turnover in favor of the Red Hawks, and we're 4:20 and counting in this one. Expect to see some new blood in the game. We'll rattle those off when we can. Although right now it's still familiar players for Wayzata. Good dribble drive between the defenders. Haynes put it up there. That looked nice. Just missed it, and Frank brings it over the line for Wayzata. She works it over to England. She lets go of a three. Long ball. Brill on the offensive board. Picks up the foul in the and one. Juliet Brill for her 12th. This will be her first trip to the charity stripe. Just misses that one, but a quick whistle. Maybe somebody jumping out of the blocks too soon. 3 minutes remaining. Haynes in the inbound to Erickson. The Red Hawks looking for their first points in the second half. They have 4 in the first. Ross to Erickson, right side. Back and forth crossover dribble. Works it in to Clark Spencer. Puts up the shot, but it's blocked by England for Wayzata. And a whistle now with 2.5 to play. So if you're the Redhawks, you're looking at the 4-point production in the first half. And it's like, all right, let's get at least that. They'll need a couple quick baskets as we are approaching the 2-minute mark, and they could get one here as they have the ball underneath their own basket. Let's see if a timeout was called there by Wayzata, it looks like. So timeout with 2:11 remaining. Again, it's Alexis Bronger on camera. I'm Scott Dahl with the call. Glad to bring you this doubleheader. We'll be back here Friday night for the boys opener. And that'll be fun. I believe they play Holy Family. And that'll be a C team, a JV, and a varsity matchup. So fun, long night of basketball, all on the broadcast, powered by NFHS Network. So again, out of the break, the Redhawks will have it. 2:11 remaining. And it'll be Kamani Haynes in the inbound pass. Ross out there, Erickson, and both Spencers. Ross has it now. Clark Spencer up top. Now it's Erickson on the baseline. Right side, kick out Raylan Ross. 3-ball. Just a little too much on that back iron miss. 1:57 remaining. Ivy on the rebound. Now Frank with it. Pass from Brill to Frank. Frank, crossover dribble. Finds Gustafson 3, right side, off right angle. Clark Spencer saves it from going out of bounds. Taps it in. Goes to Brill. She goes to Ivy. Ivy dribbles it back. And has a nice reach around by Addie Spencer for the Redhawks. And we'll give the ball back to Wayzata. Checking in is Morse, Mariah Brooks, and Armani Satuma for the Redhawks. 1:14 remaining. And a whistle before the shot fired by Frank. Mariah Brooks will throw it in with under 1 minute to Haynes over the timeline. 72-4, Wayzata with the big lead. And the ball goes out of bounds. Travel the call as Mariah Brooks was just lost her footing out there. Shot clock at 35, game clock 38. Frank off the dribble to Gustafson. She fakes the 3, then takes some big steps inside the paint, puts it up, no good. Defensive board there, and going down once again is Mariah Brooks. But I think this time she might have picked up the foul. Foul on Gustafson. 12 seconds remaining. Let's see if the Redhawks can get a basket here before the half is over. Here comes a long one. Satuma just off the mark. Rebound Wayzata, and that's going to do it. Final score 72, and an impressive showing here tonight. Wayzata over Minnehaha 72-4. And we'll wrap this one up and get ready for the varsity matchup. 13 points for Margulis, followed by 12 from Brill. 6 in the first and 6 in the second for Brill. Margulis had most of her points scored in the first half, 11 of them. And then down from jersey number order, 8 for Keitzer, 6 for England. Ivy had 9, 6 for Frank, 3 for Backer, 8 for Gustafson, and 7 for Lundgren. Your scoring summary for Wayzata. A basket for Haynes and Clark Spencer for the Redhawks, and we look forward to the next girls basketball broadcast. So on behalf of Alexis Bronger on camera, I'm Scott Dahl with the call. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good night.